Alright lads, today we're going to be talking a little bit about the old RNG cards in NBA 2k21. So yeah, basically what these cards are the likes of the Vault cards, the Triple Threat Online cards, cards that are just pure luck to get, where there's no actual skill involved in whether or not you are going to get them, which is obviously a very, very frustrating thing for a lot of people, and just how I feel about the cards. And there's something like, I didn't have too much of a problem last year because I never felt like it really affected me at all. As in, I never felt like the Vault rewards or the Triple Threat rewards were really worth getting. Yeah, Kiki Vandeweghe was good last year. Yeah, Dave Cowens was good last year. But it's like, I didn't think that like by not getting them, I was at that much of a disadvantage, if you get what I mean. Like, I felt that last year, like, they were decent cards. I felt they were some of the best cards in the game. But, like, I mean, if you're asking me whether I felt like I missed out on anything because I didn't really play much Triple Threat offline and my Triple Threat online rewards, I think of the Triple Threat online cards, I got almost none of them last year. Oh, I need boards with my Bonner. But, yeah, this year it's completely different. And the reason is that these RNG-based rewards are the best cards in the game. They are simply put the best cards in the game. Terry Dishinger at the time, Danny Ferry. If you're on next gen, Jerry Sloan was probably the best 2-guard in the game when he came out. Oh, come on. Can you just let Bonner get the board? Sim. But at the end of the day, like, there's no skill involved in getting any of these cards, which is the worst part for me about it, is that I wish that they made the cards really hard to get, but if they made them actually attainable, it would be huge. Like, if we knew that you played 300 games, you were guaranteed to get, for example, Danny Ferry, you better believe I would have played 300 games. I would have no problem. I would have played 300 games because you can do a hell of a lot during those 300 games in order before you get Danny Ferry. So I would have most definitely played those games. The problem is that, like, I know I have the card. Like, I have him, so you might be saying, why am I complaining? Because, again, I did a 900 game grind for Terry Dishinger. It's not like I have no experience of these stupid grinds for RNG based cards. And also, I've played 300 games and have not seen the glitch market yet. So, yeah, I think my luck isn't particularly great. But it just adds, it makes everything in this game really, like, most things in this game are purely luck based, which is really annoying. And, like, the worst part is that the unlimited rewards, because you need to win 12 games in a row, they're even luck based. And if you're wondering why I'm saying they're luck based, it's that unless you are a Tide Evo, unless you are a Splash, like, unless you are literally the best, unless you're the best, you need to come up against weak opponents to go 12-0. Simply put, you do. Winning 12 games in a row in a video game is extremely difficult, especially with skill-based matchmaking. With SBMM, you have to get extremely lucky. Unless, for example, you're a tie, or you are a, like, Splash level player, or, like, there are definitely competitive level players that'll be listening to this and will be saying, well, I've gone 12-0 easily every single month. If you've done it easily, you've gotten an easy run. Simple as. You're either the damn best or you've got an easy run. Because the way SBMM works, it shouldn't be easy. It's unlikely to be easy for anyone. You're playing at least 1 to 2 sweats every single game. Bonner, thank you. And when you play those 1 to 2 sweats, you have a good chance of losing. Like, again, when I play this game on, thankfully with EU anyway, for me, I don't go for the rewards, but there's not that many ultra sweats on next gen. There's a lot of good players, but I mean, like, the Artos, the Larrys, the like, the guys that are looking to play this game borderline professionally for a living, those guys, they're all on EU, they're all on current gen. The guys that will spank me by 30 points, they're all on current gen, thankfully. But yeah, like, you're gonna need a massive amount of luck even to win an unlimited. And that's the problem with this game, is that, and I'm not even saying, like, some things take skill, because you can still argue that 12-0 takes skill. But the fact is that I don't even mind skill, it's the time. If you want to tell me, look, you have to win, I didn't even mind the 12-0 rewards last year. I didn't even mind because you didn't need to play so much to get onto the 12-0. Because in fairness, skill, a little bit of luck, but a lot. It was 20-30% luck and a lot of skill because there was no SPMM. We still would have to play 2 to 3 good players every single run. So there was 100%. While there was definitely luck involved, there was a whole lot of skill that it takes in getting those cards, and I didn't even mind that. But it's the time that is the huge problem this year. Is that if you're grinding for Ferry, you don't know if Ferry is going to take you 300 hours. You could play 2,000 games and not get Ferry. You could play one game and get Ferry. And that's the big problem. It's the problem that I had with Limited at the very start of the year. Like your rings, the reason why I don't play Limited anymore is that week 1 this season, I played 10 straight games, did not even see a ring. So I just said, you know what, I'm not doing this every week. As I simply put, I don't care how good Rashard Lewis is, I am not doing this every week. I am not playing 10 games to not see a ring. And then the reason why I didn't get Pau Gasol was the second last week. Before Pau Gasol, I played 14 games, saw the ring once and guessed wrong. And I saw the ring in my second or third game, and then played 11 straight games that I seen a ring. So I literally said after 14 games, thankfully nearly all of them were first quarter rage quits. There's no SPMM in Limited, and if you go up 10, most people will quit on you. But I was just sitting there like what? Why am I doing this? Why am I wasting my time for one, a card that I probably won't be that good, and two, for all I know, I could play another 14 games, see it once again, and guess wrong. So because there was no guarantee. The very first week of Limited was the first week of the game. I played 36 games before I got my ring. 36. Sam the Ruler played 40. Like, I get it. Rings were too easy at one stage when everyone was getting a ring within 2 games. But the fact that whatever way they put the odds, like it's taking some people 25 games to get their ring, it's just too hard. And it's just RNG based. Like, there's no skill involved in that. Like, anyone can win one game and get it. You could win 25 games in a row and not see the ring. So, like, I could play 25 games, not get it. You could play one game and get the ring, and you get the card. You could play one game, get a lucky lag out, or you could play 25 games. One person could play 25 games, win 25 of them, and not get it. And one person could play 25 games, lose 24 of them, win one of them, and get the card. Like the RNG fest that is NBA 2k21. It's just in everything. It's in everything, whether it's packs, whether it's vault, no matter what. No matter what, it's just luck. Everything in this game comes down to luck, which is so annoying, because I'm just sitting here like, look, do you want to know why I'm always so high on the agenda cards? I'm so high on everything in the agenda, whether it was the event they did last week, whether it's the Jaren Jackson, the Andre Miller, the heck, even the Play My Team ones from last season, the Donovan Mitchell, all of these. The reason why I'm so high is there is a set instruction on getting the card. That's the reason why I like them in FIFA as well. There is a set instruction on getting the card. Like, you know, if you play, for example, if you complete all of these groups, if you complete all the, not even play TTO, if you complete the week 4 Clue, the week 4 New Lead, and the week 4 Andre Miller, it's, no matter how much time it takes, you know if you complete them all, you're getting Andre Miller. You don't know, maybe I can play, you know, if you play like 2 hours of this game, or an hour and a half, whatever it takes to get them, and if you do the right things, you've got the card. You've got them. If you do what they say, you've got the card. If you've got what's written here, you've got the card. Or what's in the instructions, sorry. But at the end of the day, with Danny Ferry, there's no set thing for Ferry. There's no set thing for any of these Ron Harpers. It is you play as many of these games as possible, and you just hope that you get the card. I'm thankful that I got Danny Ferry, but because I think on this account, I played hundreds on my other accounts. I was at like 550. I was at 550 when I got Terry Dishinger. And I got none of the other cards until about 30 wins ago. So about 830. So I played 280 games without getting slow and without getting... I'm sorry, I got Donald game 1. I forgot about that. I got Donald the first game I played of the season. So I ended up 250 games without getting the other cards after Donald, without getting Kermit Washington, without getting Jerry Sloan. But then I got Danny Ferry pretty quickly. So it's always a weird one. It's a weird one because I know, for example, like Ty got Terry Dishinger in like 40 games, and now he's on a couple of hundred without getting Jerry Sloan, or without getting Danny Ferry. It took me 900 games to get Terry Dishinger, and I got Don Ohl in my first game. It took Splash 2,500 games to get Terry Dishinger. He got Don Ohl in like his 5th game. It's just too luck based. It is too luck based. And it's just frustrating. It's pure frustrating, all the things that are luck based, because I don't think it brings anything to the mode. I really don't. I don't think putting in a set room, putting in a vault, which may or may not open sometimes, and make that the goal, is can you get lucky? And we all know the vault was meant to be a slot machine. Like, I don't understand even in 2K20 why I thought pulling a slot machine after a game and getting a randomized reward is really a good thing. Like, is it as much of like I'm not even complaining about it from the perspective of like gambling or anything, because I know a lot of people complained about it for that, and like I don't really like, look, it's a random prize, we see them everywhere, so like I don't even complain about that when it's this and not packs. But at the end of the day, it's just a frustrating experience. It's just a really frustrating experience, not knowing going into every game whether you're going to get a good prize or you're going to get a bad prize, especially when you're only just looking for one prize. And for me, maybe it's just my mentality, is like, if I play 20 games and I don't get the card, it's going to make me turn off the game. It's not going to want me to play the game more. It's just going to make me turn off the game. Like, I'm playing this game for J.R. Smith. Like, if I got Ferry, I got Ferry. If I didn't, I didn't. I think that's the way most people's attitudes are now. Even though Ferry's better than Terry, that's the attitude of most people. So yeah, that is just my opinion. The vaults, the RNG, I'm just not a fan. So anyway, that's the video. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.